Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So we're very much on the way now. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, this guy, Rodri, is a player I like a lot, and he's someone who quietly gets on with his job by doing a lot of the simple things exactly right. His game's all about playing short balls, forming triangles, and the speed of thought is actually quite impressive, and it often keeps him away from trouble.
Yeah, he would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Dixon. Oh, it's Dembele. Goes for the shot! He's got away with one there.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
Dixon. Beckham. That's really well manoeuvred. And he's lost his man here. Dembele! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic.
Gerrard. And it's Baggio. Baggio going face-to-face with his great rival. Nicely weighted ball. Baresi promptly onto that, and that is that. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
Nice physical challenge. Quarter of an hour played. Rodri running with the ball. Roberto Baggio. Now this could be and the finish! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Manchester United have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Lisandro Martinez tries to clear. Well, they've got it again. Now there's a chance! And one more try! And he's found the net! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
We're looking at a different game now.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Great vision. Shapes to shoot! And he should have made them pay.
Gerrard deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Robertson is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. And it's Robertson. Rijkaard. Tries one from range. It's their second corner of the game. That has been knocked clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Beckham. He's found a way through. Mbappe. Can he get on the end of this? Gerrard. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Mbappe. There's the shot! Goal! Manchester United! And they're back in front. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Manchester United with the lead.
Mbappe clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Bellingham. Costa Curta. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Rodri. Drogba. Now it's Drogba. And he's running. It's Drogba! And he has kept it out somehow.
Drogba really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 3 coming up. He leaps for it. Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
There will be 3 minutes.
Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that pass isn't the best. That's a lovely, neat pass. And it's Yaya Toure. Now, can they get him away? Yaya Toure delivers. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Liverpool have got it back, and they'll have another go. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half.
And just a quick reminder today to please.
It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. So right back into the action.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
Just the keeper in. Decent chance! He's got a goal! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Manchester United now in a position. Terrific effort! And there's his goal! Just 1 goal in it now! Game on! That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Just 1 in it now.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Gerrard, a picture of focus and alertness. Mbappe! Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
So, can they find a way to turn around this deficit? Couldn't squeeze it through. Knocks it into space. Out for a throw. Cannavaro, swung over. Can he get it through? Drogba! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Drogba clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Liverpool have reclaimed it. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Tries to play it through. Great ball if he can get there. So no flag here. Now the shot a goal! Well taken goal. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. Liverpool really could have done without this. Van der Sar must save this. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it. There they go, hunting again.
Roberto Baggio. Well, that looks a decent ball. Cruyff is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And he shoots! Outstanding save to keep that out.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Oh, great leap! No, not the best of headers.
Oh, it's great work in terms of both purpose and intensity.
Rodri. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. 75 minutes played. And this is Gerrard. He's got away. Oh, he's played it in low. And that's the keeper's ball. Well timed, excellent interception. Has a look and plays it forward. Looking to play him in. Can he finish? Bellingham.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Looking for options for movement. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Succumbs to the pressure. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Rodri. Gerrard. Passes coming off in quick succession here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And here's Mbappe. Desailly. Bellingham. Back towards the middle. And it's Dembele. Alexander-Arnold. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Beckham does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Yaya Toure. Robertson threads one in. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Baresi. That is ended up in no man's land. And here's Dembele. Tries a shot! And yes, it's there! And they are right back within touch. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? Baresi tries to pass it through. He's picked his way through. Chance! Dispatched clinically. Deep into injury time. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Liverpool give themselves a chance of a fairy... And that's that. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven. And whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games, as your usual indicators like form become pretty irrelevant. It's a tough one to take.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. These high, steep stands at Signal Iduna Park really do create an intimidating environment for every visiting side. So we're up and running. The lineup we have suggests it's going to be a 4-5-1 formation, Jim.
Well, if you want to secure a clean sheet, Peter, this is a very good way of going about it. It adds discipline and lends a stubbornness to that midfield, which can stifle opposition attempts to play through, and it takes a lot of pressure off your defence, of course. Forces longer passes through the aerial route. So, all things considered, that extra layer across midfield is highly, highly effective.
Goes for a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And he's there to get it away. That is good alertness. Bellingham, out towards the flank. Pinches it off him.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X-factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play on the front foot, triggering counter-attacks, quickening the tempo, and even carrying the ball forward, you know, if required.
Which has come to be expected from players in that position now, but at the time, of course, it was revolutionary.
Absolutely was.
Mbappe! Mbappe! Oh, how good is that? A finish of true class! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Well, for me, you can't fault the keeper there. The effort went in at the widest possible point off the upright. Nothing he could do.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And this is Dembele. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Dembele.
Liverpool really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
De Jong, Yamal. Tries to play it through. Rafinha. Passing is crisp and sharp. Plays it through. It's a promising position. Oh, that's fabulous. Zubimendi. This is De Jong. And it's Pedri. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Looking for options for movement. Mbappe providing an outlet on that flank.
Well played and well cleared.
And the pass is intercepted. Pedri engages and forces him off the ball. It's not an especially good pass, that.
Drogba really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And the shot! Well, it was a decent attempt in the end.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Going to be disappointed with that. And Yaya Toure! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yaya Toure really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Liverpool with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Impressive jump! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end. Calafiori.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Cannavaro. Robertson. Dembele. Stood up well to him there. Rafinha, who's set up one goal so far. Yamal. That is a great pick out. Yaya Toure. Mbappe. Yamal. Added Subimendi. He's in a great position here. Yaya Toure.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Can he get on the end of this? And this is Drogba. That's it, 45 minutes up. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Liverpool currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. So we're underway for the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Crossed into the box.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Yamal. Plays a sharp little ball here. Rijkaard. And it's Bellingham. And this is Drogba. Drogba! And it's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
The goal scorer.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
That's been cut out, well played. Robertson is one whose deliveries we all know about. Robertson. And he plays one through. Tries a shot! Superb goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
Liverpool with the lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. Drogba looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Liverpool have scored two quick goals here and are 2-1 up. What a comeback. Rafinha. Now it's Drogba. And it's Yaya Toure. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And here's Mbappe. Has to go back here. He's having a hit! Bellingham! That is brilliant! He's got himself an absolute peach. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable... Shoots! Rafinha. Zubimendi. Bellingham. Oh, shooting chance! Yamal. Toure gets a foot in here. And that's definitely not his best. De Jong. Zubimendi. Pedri. Spread it left. And the through ball. And he's managed to get free. Good ball, good take. Yaya Toure. And they're quick to get it back.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Yamal. Desai spots it and intercepts. They're back in possession and ready to go again. And it's Pedri. That is a great pick out. He has found the way through. There's the shot! He's got a goal! Back within one! They have them in their sights again! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Number 18.
Shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
This is a promising build-up. Now it's Rafinha. Now it's come to nothing.
Number 19.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Number 15. Bukayo Saka.
Rafinha, shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And it's Yaya Toure. He's in plenty of space here. Mbappe receives it in a wide position.
Substitution for Barcelona.
Corner number 2 then.
Rafinha. Number 13. Pedri.
Barcelona have the chance to go the other way.
Zubimendi. Coming on the field.
Driving on and making good progress.
Dani Olmo.
Looking to play him in. Now it's Mbappe. Not a hint of offside here. That pass surprised everyone and not in a good way.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Very much into the last knockings. Saka has the space to scheme.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Time added on 4 minutes. Yaya Toure. Saliba. Dani Olmo. Nicely spread. Now that looks a decent ball. Dani Olmo. Saka. This is De Jong. And there goes the final whistle. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Bellingham taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.